there's something that I wanted to mention a while back, but I've been keeping a little paying attention to. The gangs are taking over Haiti. This guy named Barbecue.
Barbecue.
What's happening?
His name is Barbecue?
Barbecue.
Yes.
That's an aggressive nickname.
Is it BBQ or is it?
Well, yeah, BBQ. Because in French.
Baby quoi. I don't know.
No way.
Right?
I don't know, fam.
Haitian,
I've been like lightly paying attention, but now I'm like,
yeah, you want to know.
Like Haiti PM resigns as gangs take control over the country. This is the clip that from 3 days ago.
Barbecue was he was a policeman before. Like he was part of the government.
That's the leader or the name of the gang?
Barbecue he's the one who made all the inmates escape from all the jails, like 4,000 the other day in Haiti. But he's the one who's controlling all the gangs.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like a coup, but not by the military, but like a rebel almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what it is that he knows all the politics and the insides and outs of the government.
Scary.
Right? Because they used to probably give him all the guns to put into the, you know what I mean? Into Haiti.
Yeah.
So now what he did is he flipped it and got all the real guys together, all the gangs together. So they're under his jurisdiction. That's why it seems like it's out of chaos, but that's what they're showing you, right? But really it's organized.
But they're saying the city's like under siege. Like,
yeah, because because they need finances. They need aid.
Foreign aid, yeah.
They need aid. So they got to show some type of like, look, this place is a madhouse. This is a walking hell zone.
Yeah.
Right? Now America's like, okay, here's some money, but they don't want to come there.
I think they sent like 300 million or something like that.
No one's going there. You don't go there now. Like they're not sending no Canadians, no UN.
Because you're going to get shot down as soon as you get in their airspace or around their water.
Haiti wants it to be ran by Haitians.
Fair.
Yo, that's crazy.
And
though,
they're
fam.
the poorest state in the French. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot. But what I feel is they're showing us how to really rebel, like how, because they're the first ones to ever get out of slavery.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
now what
facts.
they're doing in modern time is showing us how to rebel against the government.
They're doing the re-up.
They're showing us how to really be moving.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, because they're like this prime minister, he's bringing in the guns, but there's no food. We used to be the main supplier of rice, right? And now they're not. They're getting their rice from America. They don't like the Clintons. The Clintons came there and kidnapped and child stuff and a lot of stuff went on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and they're in debt to France forever. And now they want out of that. So it's like, look, where's France to give them any aid? None, right?
Yeah.
So they're showing you guys, like, the world is crazy. Get these people out of government and make it be ran by real Haitians. You know what I'm saying?
Showing you how to stay on code.
Yo, but I feel it. I kind of feel it. Like, how you guys, they rebelled again. And they're showing us all the way over here that, look, we could do this on this little island. And you guys in Canada can't do that. There's more of us than them.
Yeah. I'm going to play something courtesy.
It's tricky. I'll say it after.
I'm going to play something courtesy of Channel 4 News on YouTube here. This YouTube premium break is brought to you by Master Move Rise. We're going to be getting some apparel just now, a little collabo going on. So look out for that. But hit them up on their Instagram page, Master-Move-Rise. And big salute to Unkyo. Let's see what's going on here.
Of a country engulfed by violence. Jimmy Chiritsier, known as Barbecue, the de facto leader of this unprecedented alliance of Haiti's usually warring gangs.
Hold on. Let me stop this for a second.
The place, bro.
The man just walking down the street with the burner in his hand, just casual like that, eh?
Because he used to be the Bwydom. So it's like they all know him already, and they're probably respecting him from them times.
Just in his hand, though, like as if it's a handbag.
Just see these kids. They're walking around with AKs and clashing the
An alliance
clubs.
that's brought a level of chaos to this troubled country not seen in decades. Prison breaks have freed thousands, while government buildings and police
door say
stations
B3
have
on
been
it?
attacked.
Yeah, it did.
Gangs threatening civil war.
Yeah, there he
Today
is.
it's clear that the people who live in the shanty towns are the ones who know what they're going through. It is the Haitian people who are going to take their destiny into their own hands. Haitian people will pick the person to govern them.
Under this growing pressure,
you're right there on point, right there with that one, right there, bro.
Has agreed to step down once a transitional council has been established.
This guy's out of there.
It's been
Long
agreed
time.
to set up a
They
presidential
had to leave the
transitional
country.
council. Once chosen, the council will govern over different sectors of national life.
But it's far from
Yo,
clear
bro,
when Henri
hold
was-
on, quick second before we move on. Imagine we had to play so weak, not us, but just people had to play. Us too.
Yeah.
That Trudeau was like,
Yeah,
yo,
run him.
once we get somebody else in charge, I'm out of here.
He's like,
what?
On his webcam.
They're showing us. They're showing us how to do it.
Hiding in the crib. Once we get somebody else in there,
I'm gone.
I'll leave. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I'm sorry. Like,
Man, they're
what?
still at his front door, like boom. Remember, they killed the last prime minister.
That's
2
crazy.
years ago. 2 years ago, the prime minister that this guy took over for,
Yeah.
they murdered him.
Yo, bro,
They assassinated
I would
him.
not want that job. Me next. Like, no, bro.
Yeah.
What happened to the last guy?
Right?
My boulet.
The
They're gonna
arrangement
get
was
you.
announced by Caribbean community leaders after a meeting in Jamaica
They have
attended
to go
by
to
US
Jamaica.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken.
A political crisis, escalating violence, unrest. This has created an untenable situation.
This is a critical point in the history of the Caribbean. The people of Haiti are suffering. They're unable to deal with their basic needs and are being killed indiscriminately. More Haitians have died in these 4 months of 2024 than in the war in Ukraine.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Nearly 1 million of Haiti's 11 million people are on the brink of famine, according to the UN. About 350,000 of them are on the run, living on the streets, in tent cities, or in overcrowded schools as gangs invade their neighborhoods.
So what we need is for the fight.
Okay, I gotta stop there. That's heavy, bro.
It's hell.
So what do y'all think, man? Like, this can't be reversed. Like, they can't reverse this. This is too far gone, fam.
Yeah, fam.
Like, or can it be? Like, they're trying to give money and all that to all these countries, but is it helping?
They got to let them like choose their own person to run the place. Like, and with that, and then they bring in a couple. Honestly, they're gonna have to bring in a couple Chinese companies to help them build. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's gonna help, but
no, yeah,
keep going.
They need what would you call it?
Like,
when you have to revamp your place, like
They need the whole
restructure.
revitalization, man.
Yeah, like the whole country has to turn into a tourism place, and in order to do that, they're gonna have to have their own person who knows the country and is respected by the people and will listen. Those are places like those can be communist places, to tell you the truth, because if there's someone that they love in charge, anything that person says, that whole country will do.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have that for the last 2 terms. Like, they have someone they killed. Both times they try to kill their PMs. Right? So
I think now, like, what you would see is it's transitioning from government power to like power in the hands of these rebels, these guys who were freed from prison. And I don't believe that anarchy is the solution, because I do think in order to have society, you need some type of order, some type of law.
Yeah.
Because other than that, like, someone could just run up on you and like now you're at their will. You know what I'm saying? But I do think Haiti has a tough history with colonization. They're still owing France money from like the sugar trade and stuff.
and that's sad because it's their
resources.
It's their export.
resources.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they shouldn't have to do I agree with decolonizing those nations, but do I think the power should be concentrated in the hands of Barbecue and his boys? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's also going to be good for the people, because now it's like who has the power? Whoever has the guns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
whoever's the scariest, basically.
Yeah, might makes right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard because what if you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a weaker person or you don't have guns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I swear it just becomes a vicious cycle that like somebody else just goes into place.
Yeah.
Like when you cut off what's that, the Hydra or the dragon, the
head.
Greek thing,
Yeah.
you cut off
new
one head,
dragon
another one grows. In its place, or two grow in its place.
you just have a different tyrant.
You just have another problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Going from
somebody
one
will
problem to
probably
another.
try to take out the barbecue guy too at the same time.
one of his little lackeys that was working for him before.
And then it goes south from there, because then it's controlled by somebody who's not in it for a good intent, and then it becomes bad. Like,
Yeah, because imagine
Could
the
go anyway.
same thing happened in Canada where they freed all the prisoners and people in jail. Like, who have guns and stuff, and they turn on the government, like how would the average civilian be able to survive without without order, without law?
Downtown would be a different place.
It'd be a war zone.
It'd be a war zone.
Not everybody's in it for good intent, bro.
Exactly. Exactly.
And there's some guilty people in prison. There's some mass murderers that you're letting out that like murdered 5 people indiscriminately, didn't give a shit.
Eat people.
Yeah. Like he's out of jail too. Like, fam, what I did time, one of the guys on my range skinned his wife's back, bro.
My God.
We don't want him just running around the road.
Right? He probably has a fetish to do it again.
Yes,
First
fam.
person he catches, he's gonna just skin you alive, bro.
This guy's like 6 foot and change.
Yeah.
Big, woolly, hairy white dude.
Whoa.
Like, you know what I'm
Scary.
saying? Yeah.
And how are other governments, like international countries, how are they going to do business with what they would perceive as like these gangster rebels?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if they want to do trade or if they want to do tourism, it's like, well, we don't know how safe your country is.
As soon as they
how
get
legitimate
pissed,
is it?
boom, right to the dome.
I don't know if it's a successful
Say the
strategy.
wrong thing. Boom.
Tourism is a great way for a country to develop finances.
But that's the only way they can do it.
So why don't they the 300 million?
No, that first has to feed them.
For sure, but
Gotta
like,
feed
How
them.
can you send it
listen.
out? The premier can't even leave his house, bro. Why would I send my citizens to go on like a Haitian resort? The premier is locked in his crib.
That's what I'm saying.
right?
Is like,
And all the stores have shut down.
They came up with 300 million for food. They can't come up with 300 million for like making the place like a better place to live at.
You need order first, bro.
Yeah, you need order, and you want people to actually want to invest their money into that place first. Everything has to come to order, right?
Yeah, but if they do it right, it could be a gold mine.
For sure, and it already was. It already is. They were one of the biggest exporters of rice.
Before you can do tourism, you need to have some type of security. And right now that country is not secure because the government doesn't even have power over their own military like boundaries. You know what I'm saying? They've been friggin', they damn near have a gun to their head. You know what I'm saying? So like that's going to take a while to develop resorts when it's like, well, first we got to get our military safety border issues in order. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing for sure, because even with the people, like it would be great if the people were fed, but we go to resort places where if you go on to the with the natives and stuff like that, they poor. But on the resort itself is great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That could be Haiti too, without actually solving their poverty problem, because it wouldn't be anything different in other places.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's gotta be secure.
Infrastructure.
You know, people are gonna be jumping over the wall of the resort as soon as the tourists get there, bro.
There and be like, hey.
Tourists are going to be getting robbed. They're like, I called the police. It's like, you mean barbecue? The guy who's ordering these prisoners.
Come get you?
You called barbecue?
That's crazy.
Nothing safe, man.
Yo, this is a side note. I've been to 3 resorts in my life, and the more I've gone, the more I realize, like, don't you feel like it's kind of like they try to recreate the time where there was slaves, because you have all these like locals delivering all this stuff. You have this like artificial experience of the country where it's like, you know, you got unlimited alcohol, these native people like serving you, coming to your room, giving you this, you give them a little tip. It's like, it's so not real. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fake world within the actual country.
Yeah, that person who's serving you all this stuff and being nice to you, dying inside.
When they come over here, they get the same experience at hotels. Yeah.
Yes, but the person who, when they go home,
what do you mean? Somebody working at the hotel is native to the country serving somebody not native to the country.
But when you go to like a resort in like Mexico or Dominican, like they go way
but that's only because it's tropical. There wouldn't be a resort in the middle of the States or in the middle of
even the
Canada,
hotels there.
It's not really tropical.
But even non-tropical, like I'm just saying, like the way that the workers
because their money is less. Brothers.
Yeah, there's a power imbalance.
If you have an American dollar,
they're getting paid less.
Yeah, bro. So, okay, go to Cuba. What do they live off of? How much cents a week?
Yeah, they're cut off too.
Right? How many pesos they get? You know what I'm saying? Like, and now they can get a chance to get a $20 American bill.
That's good for the week.
Get that 3-4 times in the day. Now on one of those resorts, it's at good levels.
There's definitely an imbalance, but like there is some parallels over here too. Like the women who work who go clean the hotels over here in like, let's say Toronto or whatever, more times they're going back to the hood and their environment is trash. You know what I'm saying? And there might be a drive-by that they might get hit by mistake and all types of shit.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not saying they're going back to the same conditions as like a Cuban lady, right, in Cuba, but they're going back to some trash conditions in the States. You work at a nice hotel in New York and then you go back to freaking South Bronx.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
you got the job, but like, you still have a trash living condition.
Yeah, because you're not getting paid that much.
Yeah.
So you do extra to get tips and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
it's any serving world.
Yeah,
that's
any
true.
world you're in, you have to serve somebody, right?
Well, listen, man,
Even if you answer a phone.
pray for Haiti, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to. We got to keep updated on this, fam. Like, can we check back on this because
it's every day.
It's been developing, fam, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, but it's a lot of lies they're speaking into the media, because you know how media can now do their thing.
I swear it's hard to even like trust a lot of the stuff that's being said.
Yeah,
on media,
bro. Remember, some people are tuning into this because they're saying barbecue's eating people. Like his gangs are eating people. They're cannibalism and all.
That was a little confusing because it started off good when they were like, well, we're doing this for the government, blah, blah. And then towards the end of it, they're like, now the city's kind of struggling because the gangs are ruining everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, are they doing it for the government, or is it because half of them don't want to have the same mindset?
Yeah.
And they feel like they're getting done wrong. And the other half is like, no, we're doing this for everybody. It's this, but we're doing it in a
There's a big
way.
population of the people who aren't from there that are rich off of that country. Okay. And they don't look like them. And that's what they're probably sick and tired of. All right.
Yeah.
And then the government is all corrupted where they're giving them things to ruin them and not lift them up as people. I'm just being real, because if barbecue had to switch up on the government, that means he knows something deeper than what the media is showing us. Why did that first PM die? You know what I mean? And why do they want this one out? He's not feeding the people, bro. You know what I mean? These people are keeping the money to themselves. Just trust me. And yo, you see the hills in Haiti? They're filled with mansions. You go down to the slums and it's all dark-skinned people who've been there before these people. And they're tired of that. There's another thing. Like, they have something else that a meteoroid hit there years ago. And there's like a something in there. It's a
like a radiation?
It's like bauxite, right? It's a natural resource. That's why America's trying to get their hands in there, because there's something in there. They have a mountain that holds. Yes. Go do the research.
And the meteor, like, I was listening on Joe Rogan. I was hearing like a meteor is like worth like trillions of dollars.
Thank you. And that is what makes the rocket ships. This material that they want from Haiti right now is what makes rocket ships.
The metals.
That can go in space.
Like if a little piece of a meteor fell in your backyard, you're rich.
You're rich.
Wow.
And they have it, but they don't control it. So there's levels to this, right?
Anyways,
power to the people.
Yeah, power to the people, man.
Power.
We love hip hop.